If not, he deserves to go blind. Suddenly, a memory came to him. His sister-in-law had suffered from his brother's abuse. The killer couldn't bear it and helped her escape. He borrowed 100 billion in cash from his boss, but the boss wouldn't let her go. As Choi realized the truth, a hammer flew at him, and he swiftly kicked his lackey away. At that moment, he realized he had gained the assassin's memories, easily defeated everyone, and felt this body was far superior to his last two. He felt like in a movie, then rode his motorcycle to find Big Sister. Just as Choi thought they'd escaped together, she asked, "Where's the 100 billion? Without hesitation, he replied that the money was at the dock. But when he turned around again, Big Sister had a gun pointed right at him. By the time Choi woke up again, he immediately began to send his best wishes to Big Sister's entire family. Even the Grim Reaper was laughing at his naivety. Didn't he know not to trust a mob boss? Just as the Grim Reaper was mocking him, Choi realized he hadn't actually revealed where the money was hidden, meaning he still had a shot at getting it back. The Grim Reaper didn't notice. Choi urged her to send him to his subconscious, but was shot to reincarnate as a prisoner. How could he get one from outside? Then, an idea struck him. The body's owner was a boxer, but his finances were dire, burdened by loan sharks. Just as he was at a loss about repaying the debt, a lawyer appeared, insisting he take the blame for 2 days in jail for 200 million. Without a second thought, he agreed. But on the day of the trial, news broke from the hospital that the unfortunate girl had passed away. That filled him with mixed feelings, forcing him to take the blame and end his beloved boxing career. Furious, he demanded the lawyer bump up his pay to a cool 10 billion, or had spill all the dirt on them once he got out. The smart lawyer neither refused nor agreed, clearly knowing the consequences. The memories told Choi he'd be free in 4 days, so he must be extremely cautious. Meanwhile, his subordinate warned him of a killer and urged caution. Unexpectedly, that killer was the joke behind his second death. Just thinking about it, Choi saw red. He charged him with a powerful punch, followed by an all-out brawl, with his strong buddies quickly pulling him back. Turns out, they'd been fooled by this guy long ago. He trembled at jokes, unaware the killer was just a bully picking on the weak. The classmate who was the biggest show-off in high school is still pretending to be clueless. Enraged, Choi delivered another powerful punch, yet his subordinates were completely bewildered. They couldn't understand how the notorious killer was begging for mercy now. Then Choi started spilling all the dirt on him from school. His followers were furious upon hearing the exposed sins and joined in on the beating. However, later that night, the sneaky Joker started plotting his revenge while they were. This time, Choi learned from past eras and guarded early. Despite anger, he opted to act 100 billion awaited outside. So, in front of the Joker, he started to improvise. "Do you know what it feels like to be slapped in school?" The Joker, startled, asked how he knew. But Choi wasn't interested in answering. He replied, "I've got a Hyan and Sue behind me who told me about it." The Joker instinctively looked back and, sure enough, there was the apparent fool. Then Choi cheekily claimed he had the blind eye ability and started babbling to himself, which freaked the Joker out so much he backed into a corner. Before you knew it, it was finally time for Choi to be released from jail. The lawyer was waiting outside with a promise of payment, but Choi wasn't interested in being entangled with this body's past, so he left that place feeling rather cocky. The lawyer thought he had it all figured out, assuming Choi would seize this opportunity to make a quick buck. Just then, the body's mother called. Choi recalled his mother's unanswered call during his last suicide attempt, regretted, and promised to visit her soon. But on the way home, someone quietly followed him and suddenly stabbed him several times. It was the father of the girl who had died from the accident. As he prepared to retaliate, Choi apologized again, saying, "I didn't kill your daughter." The father then went mad, demanding the culprit's identity. Just then, the sound of approaching footsteps grew louder, so he decided to make a break for it. Turns out, it was his henchman who got released the same day, but as Choi thought he could escape, the guy showed a wicked grin. Seems he had been bought off by that lawyer. Choi realized the severity, vowing to pay 10 times the lawyer's offer to free himself. Just as he was about to grab the cash, his henchman thought he was reaching for a knife to fight back and got riled up, stabbing Choi in the gut repeatedly. Only after confirming Choi was beyond saving did the henchman leave. Just as this body was reaching its end, the mother called again, but Choi was too weak. He died with regret beneath his mother's building, and Choi faced death once more. After 7 reincarnations, the man meets his first love again, but with a new face, making them the most familiar strangers as they draw near. He couldn't help but recall their first meeting, It was in a cherry blossom-filled campus when Jisu's novel was blown away by the wind, landing right in front of Choi. At the sight of Jisu's face, he fell irresistibly in love, but times had changed, and Choi dared not approach. He hid in a corner, silently watching her. To learn about Jisu's situation, he searched online and found her novel was already published. What's more, it won awards before his suicide. Choi faced constant job rejections and was evicted by his landlord on a rainy day. A huge life pressure weighed him down. Jisu didn't share her joy to avoid making him feel inferior. When he saw Jisu's brother enter the cafe, he realized the man sending Jisu home on the split day was her brother, and had rejected his kindness due to his insecurity. But with his pride hurt, he broke up with Jisu, looking back on how foolish he had been towards her. Choi felt immense pain, eager to know Jisu's recent state, and decided to weave his reincarnation into a novel to approach her. Choi crafted the story so vividly that Jisu was captivated, as the characters reminded her of her first love. For the next few days, they chatted late into the night, gradually growing closer. That night, when Jisu left, it suddenly started seeing this. Choi rushed out with an umbrella. Soon after returning to the cafe, he heard a customer say an accident had occurred outside, and the victim was a regular female customer. Choi felt struck by lightning. He sprinted to the crash site and saw a red umbrella. He wondered, is it Jisu? He tried to dash forward, but was blocked by police. Seeing a familiar figure across, he regained composure. Jisu had witnessed everything, and Choi pretended he thought it was a friend in trouble.